I'm Mr. Armstrong, and we're going to swing one of the good ones for you. Beautiful number. I cover the waterfront. I cover the waterfront. I like it. Look at that. Look at that. 1, 2.
Louis Armstrong was born in New Orleans on the 4th of July, 1900, or at least that's what he liked to tell everybody. The actual date of his birth was shrouded in myth and mystery. What we do know is that he first learned to play the cornet in a house for waifs and strays at the age of 13. In those days, New Orleans was alive with the sound of jazz, and young Armstrong was already playing, to the annoyance of his family, in the funeral bands and clubs. Still as a teenager, he was recruited by the King Oliver Band and went off to Chicago. Soon, to his brilliant trumpet playing, he was adding his inimitable gravel-grating voice.
I'm a ding-dong daddy from Doomer, and ought to see me do me stuff. I'm a clean cut fella from honor. Oh, you ought to see me stuff. Oh, keepers, I was, and I done forgot the words. No, ding-dong daddy from Doomer, ought to see me do me stuff.
Armstrong's style of improvisation, his personality, soon brought him worldwide fame. From playing with bands like his Red Hot 7, he turned to playing in front of them. They played the tune, he sang the words, then blasted the roof off with his golden obligato, wrote the poet Philip Larkin. His music began to reach a much wider audience, with some of his songs becoming popular hits. Hello Dolly in 1964 was the #1. It was that kind of song, Gone Fishing with Bing Crosby was another, that gave Armstrong a much wider audience than the traditional jazz style he began with in New Orleans. Nevertheless, this is where his heart was. He spoke on the horn, someone once said, with the voice of his people, spoke with them and for them. He wasn't an originator, not for him the sophistications of the bebop era of modern jazz. Towards the end of his life, his trumpet playing was more restrained, perhaps, but nonetheless attractive for that.
It's our recording of Kiss the Village Dreamer.
That was one of his last concerts. His death, on the 6th of July 1971, ended the first great era of jazz. Satchmo had blown his horn for 55 years, bringing joy to millions. But more than that, Louis Armstrong deserves his place in the 20th Century Hall of Fame because he was the first jazz musician to reach a truly world audience.